Hey everyone, it's Laura. I am here to talk about my weekend and show you a few things that I bought, just like a mini haul. My weekend with Cici. It was so much fun. So before I start, I'll show you my lippy of the day. And I looked back at several videos to try to figure out who sent this to me, and I can't find it. So whoever you were, please chime in below. It has to be one of 6 or 7 people. I've gotten lippies from Kim, Cici, Stephanie, Jean Louise, maybe a couple other people. So whoever it was, I am so sorry. I can't keep track of them all. And I tried to look back. Buffy Summers has sent me some, and it wasn't in, I quick fast forwarded through a couple of videos. I'm such a dork because I wanted to thank the person properly, but I can't find the video, so I am sorry. It is a MAC lipstick, and the color is Dubonnet, I think. Dubbonnet. I thought it was Cici, but I can't find the video. And then I used this lip liner from Thrive Cosmetics, and this I know I got from Buffy in my birthday friend mail that she sent me. And this color is like Gizlam or something. It said it's a plum mauve, so it's actually a little bit lighter than the lipstick, but I thought it kind of worked. So this is the lipstick shade. It's so pretty. So I didn't do any eyeshadow. When I wear like a dark lippy, I usually don't, or I'll do like just a light neutral. But anyway, thank you whoever it was. I love it. I love MAC. It's my favorite. So I don't remember. I tried to find it. And I flat ironed my hair today because I wanted y'all to see just how long it is, because someone that I spent the weekend with was saying something about my hair. Well, actually it wasn't Cici, it was her friend. When her hair is this short, and I'm like, this is short? This to me is long. You can see how long it is. It's hard to tell when I wear it curly. I'm getting ready to chop it off. I want to go to like just dust in my shoulders. That's where I feel comfortable. It feels good actually when it's flat ironed. I don't mind it so much, but when I wear it wavy, like I normally do because I'm usually too lazy to do my hair, I hate the way it feels touching my skin. Like it feels itchy. I don't know how to explain it. And my ends aren't split, but they do get dry, and I do a hair mask twice a week. But anyway, so I washed it, let it air dry today, and then I flat ironed it because I'm off today to recover from my trip because I am freaking exhausted. So I drove Friday morning. I left my house at 8:30 on Central Time, so I lose an hour because I was going to Ohio. Cici's originally from Akron, and that's where we met up. It's a little more further for me to go than her, like by a couple hours. It took me almost 8 hours to get there, and I think it took her about 5, I want to say, because Chicago traffic sucks. So like I said, I left about 8:30, and when I got there, it was like 6 o'clock Akron time, so like 5 o'clock my time. So like a full day's work driving there. I stopped 3 times to go to the bathroom, and then I had to fill up my tank because, it takes more than a tank of gas to drive that far. I want to say it was just under 500 miles, something like that. I can't remember exactly, but so it was a long day. And then we went out to dinner that evening. So I'm going to insert some pictures because we didn't really do a vlog. We thought about it, but it's hard when you're in restaurants and there's other people around and it's noisy and music playing and whatever. So I'll insert some photos of this restaurant. We went to a Thai restaurant called Cilantro, and it was amazing. I had pad Thai. It was really good. And Cici's good friend Anne was there too. I won't post any pictures of her just because with her job, she doesn't like to post stuff on social media. Totally understand, but she's very sweet. And Cici, I believe she's your maid of honor for your wedding, right? So this was like Cici's bachelorette weekend, and they let me crash, which was so nice because I've only known Cici, since I started my YouTube channel at the end of October, so I probably started to get to know her in November. So she hasn't even known me that long. So it was so nice. And after dinner, we did go to one local bar that was nearby where we parked the car, and I was driving, so I just had water. I had a glass of wine with dinner, but I made sure I drank slowly, and then I was drinking tons of water, and I ate, and I was fine by the time it was good, 2 or 3 hours later before we drove back. So I was definitely fine to drive back to the hotel. And they still wanted to go out some more. So I was like, have fun, guys. I'm going to go to bed because I'm old and I'm tired and I've been up since 6 a.m. And they totally understood. And I'd rather would have wanted them to go and have a good time than have me go. And then I'm sitting there like a bump on a log, and then they feel guilty, and then they want to leave early and they're not having any fun, because it was her, you know, it's her bachelorette weekend. So I wanted her to have fun and have a good time and not have me spoil it. You know what I mean? Like I'm the third wheel. So like, you guys go do your thing. So they had a blast from what I understand. I don't know how much, if she wants to tell the story, but I guess they went to a couple of gay bars and they just had a really good time, and they Ubered it. So everything was safe, you know. And I think she came in around 2:45 or 3 o'clock, I believe. I told her, you will not bother me. I left a couple lights on for her because I'm nice, because I don't like walking into a dark hotel room, you know. And I had my sleep mask. I tried to use earplugs. They wouldn't stay in my ears, but I told her, you know what? I take what I call knockout juice. I take ZQL every night to help me sleep. Even if I wake up, I'll only be up for a minute or two, and I will pass right back out. Because, I mean, Ricky comes home at 2 or 3 in the morning from work, because that's how late he's usually out. And sometimes I don't even remember him coming home. So it's like, don't worry about me. Go have your fun. You don't have to like tiptoe when you get to the room, you know, just don't like turn the TV on or something. But so it was fine. I vaguely remember hearing her, but that was about it. So we woke up for some reason around 8 o'clock. I don't know. Cici had an alarm set. I don't know if she meant to set it that late or that early. And we had brunch with another one of her friends that lives in the Akron area. And she was lovely. And we went to this really, really nice, this brunch restaurant that was connected to like a health food store kind of thing, kind of like a Whole Foods, but on a much smaller scale. You know, it's called Mustard Seed, and it was, you know, a local place where everything is like, you know, they had a lot of gluten-free options, and it's like farm to table and locally sourced kind of stuff. And we had amazing food. So I might insert a picture of my brunch there here. And then we went down to the grocery store and like walked around a little bit. And then the friend that met us for brunch left. We had plans to go to a winery, and she had a graduation party to go to. So she left. So it was just the 3 of us ladies. Then her friend Ann was driving. So she drove us around Akron so that I could see some of the like really cool houses, like the, you know, rich areas of town. And some of those houses were just beautiful. It's a very hilly and green city. It was gorgeous. I had never been there. I'd been to Columbus and Cleveland and Dayton and Toledo, but I'd never been to Akron. And it's a beautiful city. Some parts of it look very similar to Milwaukee. That's the thing about the Midwest. A lot of the states, especially the Great Lakes region, a lot of the, you know, the suburbs and stuff, they all kind of look the same. So a lot of it looked familiar, but it was very hilly, which I was surprised about. But anyway, so we did that, and then someone needed to take a nap because she was up till 3 and then got up at 8. So after we, you know, looked at the houses, she's like, why don't we reconvene at 4 o'clock? And by this time it was like a little after 2. And I said, you know, I'm wide awake because I got like 8 hours of sleep. So I was fine. So I walked to a local boutique store that was just down the road, like a block from the hotel. And I spent a good hour in there trying on clothes and chit-chatting with the lady. I love those kind of stores. I do buy stuff from chain stores, you know, I like my TJ Maxx and all that stuff. But if I'm going to spend good money, you know, for clothes, I like it to be like unique stuff that you can't find somewhere else. But I still like dug through the clearance bin and, you know, their sale items and bought a few things. So I will show you those now. And then I will tell you about the winery. Oh, I forgot something. I'm gonna pause this real quick. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So I've mentioned before the dog that I had before we got Coco. His name was Bailey, and this is my Bailey Bear. Look how sweet that little. He was a Shih Tzu. He was only 10 when we had to put him down because he had, we think, a stroke, and he just, they tried a bunch of different stuff, and he was bumping into furniture and falling, and he just wasn't himself. He would bite us randomly, and he had a very, very poor quality of life there at the end. Wouldn't go to the bathroom outside. And it's just sad because, you know, this small breeds usually live a long time. But anyway, he had my heart. He was the first dog that I ever got on my own. Like, you know, we had dogs growing up, and then I had cats on my own. But this was the first dog that I got. I got him right when I moved in here, like within a few months. And he just was my little sweet man. You see that little face? Shih Tzus have the prettiest, most expressive eyes where you can like see their heart. Do you know what I mean? Like you can see into their soul. I feel that way about horses too. They have the same kind of eyes. Anyway, so I was at this boutique and they had this pillow right by sitting on a chair by the register. And this isn't the best picture to tell. This is my favorite picture of Bailey, but he made this face all the time. And this pillow, it looks bigger than what it is because I'm, holding it in front of the camera. It's, maybe 14 inches tall. It was $29.99. I can't believe I bought a $30 pillow, but it looks just like, we called him Bailey Bear or Baba Bear. Looked just like my little Baba Bear. I was in the store. I was all done, like checking out. I had bought some clothes, which like I said, I'll show you, some other stuff. And then I had seen this when I first walked in the store, and I was telling the lady, this looks just like my dog. And I showed her this picture because I always have it on my phone. And she's like, I think it's calling your name. And I was like almost crying in the store. I'm like, I have to buy this stupid pillow. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it where Coco won't eat it because she thinks it's one of her toys. Maybe I'll just put him on the bed next to Hello Kitty, but he looks just like my little Bailey Bear, and I love him. Anyway, so I bought that, and then I bought some clothes. I spent like $130 at this boutique. So that's how I roll. It's called Northside Cellar. I love their little bag with the lips on it. Isn't that cute? I bought myself some earrings. I'll show you those. They're threaders, and then they just have like a little dangly ball at the bottom. They were really pretty. I think these were like 20, which was a little more than I wanted to spend, but like I said, I like stuff that's unique that you won't see everywhere. And fun fact, I wore this when we went to the winery, those earrings, and they kept like hitting my face, and I kept thinking that there was bugs on me because it was very like wooded where we were walking through, so I kept like going like this. I'm like, oh, it's my earrings. I'm a goober. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to try to get through this quickly because I still have to tell the winery story. So I bought myself this tunic, and I have a shirt that looks exactly like this, the same colors, but it's shorter, and I wanted a tunic that I could wear with leggings. So I bought this, and I actually wore it home on Sunday when I drove back and promptly spilled coffee on it. So I haven't washed it yet, but I just wanted to show it to you guys, and I'll be doing laundry when I'm done filming. So I got this. It's really, really soft and comfy. This is my jam. I wear this, with like leggings and flip-flops. I can wear this to work. It was great driving clothes because, long drive is super comfy in the car. So, and that was, I want to say that was like $15. And then I got this skirt. It's not exciting. And so this boutique has, unique pieces like that dress or a tunic. And then they had a consignment area. And I got this from the consignment area. And it's Dana Buckman brand, which you can get at Kohl's. But it was only $5. So I was like, well, I have to have it. I like, maxi skirts like this in the summertime. I wear them with like a solid color tank or a t-shirt, a nicer like dressy t-shirt. So I got that for work. And then I got myself this cute little dress, and this was in the boutique section, and I think this was $25, which wasn't bad. It's green, and it's got this cute little pleating, so it gives me a waist, which is nice. And then I'll show you the bottom. That's my favorite part. Look at the little lace on the bottom detail. Isn't that cute? And I'm a little self-conscious, not so much about my arms, but this little flap, it's hard to see. I don't want to show you guys, but right below my underarms, like where my boobs are. And I have a cardigan, or it's not really a cardigan. I guess it's, like a sheer, what is the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it, but like a sheer material cardigan that is lace. And I think it's this exact color. So that'll be perfect. If we had a wedding to go to or something, I'd wear it for that. But otherwise, I told Ricky he's got to take me on a date somewhere. Maybe for our, we celebrate our date anniversary, which is July 26th, the anniversary of our first date. So maybe for that. And then I bought Cici a pair of earrings, not pictured because she has them. And I bought something else for a friend. So not pictured because I'm going to be sending that to that person. I don't want her to see it here. So I did that. Then I went back to the room. Cici woke up. And then we got ready and we went to dinner at an Italian place, also within walking distance from our hotel, which was really good. I'll insert some pictures of the hotel too. It was really swanky. It was just a Marriott, a Courtyard Marriott, but I don't know if it's because we were in like the hip area of Akron or whatever. We were really close to like university, and it was a really, really cool hotel. Anyway, so then we went to the winery, and it was beautiful. It wasn't what I was expecting. I've been on many winery tours. We went on one on our honeymoon. I've been to ones, local around here, and some up by where my parents used to live up north. And been a lot of wineries. This was more like an estate. Like there was 4 different buildings. There was a separate gift shop. There was a distillery on site. Then they have pavilions that you can rent out for $800 a night, which is crazy. Or villas, I should say, that you can rent out. Crazy expensive, but they sleep like 8 people, so I suppose. But it was like very swanky. It was gorgeous grounds, like, you know, there were the actual, you know, grapevines were there. So we took some pictures in front of that. And if you follow Cici on Instagram or Facebook, you've probably seen the one of her doing this with her hair. So I tried to recreate that picture in front of one of the other buildings. They had a big giant wine cask. So we posed in front of that. So I'll insert those pictures. And so it's like the reverse, like in the pose where she's doing that with her hair, I'm going like this, like what's happening? So in the other one, I did that with my hair, and then she did this pose. We were just being silly and drinking wine. So I did a wine flight, and it was delicious. And I tried one I really loved, so I bought a bottle because that's what I do. And the winery was called Gervasi. They had this cool bag that they gave us. You could see like the grapevines on there. And the one I got was a sweet red, and it was called Brigante. Beautiful label. And this is one I tried. I did a flight of 3 different kinds, and it was only $9 for the wine flight, which I thought was really reasonable. The bottle was, I think this was $24, which isn't bad. I mean, I know you can buy wine for like $10, you know, but I like, you know, like I said, I love supporting local stuff like that. And then I thought this was tissue paper till I got it home. It's like netting. And that's what this, the bottle was wrapped in, you know, like this, inside this bag. So it was really, really fun. We stayed there till about 9 o'clock. I guess the winery, like the distillery and the buildings, they had restaurants and stuff, and all that stuff was open later. The gift shop was closed by 9, so unfortunately we didn't get to go to the gift shop, but that's okay. And then we left there and went back to our room, and I had brought some wine from home, and we knocked that back. And then we filmed our Mask Monday video. So when you watch the Mask Monday videos, we each did one on each of our channels. We're very mellow and maybe a little boring. I felt kind of bad because I think we expelled all of our energy at the winery, like earlier in the day, in the evening, I should say. By the time we filmed that, it was after 11 o'clock. And, you know, even with the nap, Cici still didn't get that much sleep. And then by then I was starting to get tired. So, so that's what we did. And then we were going to go down to the bar that was in the hotel to collect Anne, her friend, and she was actually on her way up when we were going to go down to see her. Like the elevator doors open, we were going to get on, and she's coming out, and the bar had closed. So so then we just stayed in the room and finished that bottle of wine that I brought and had some snacks and just watched TV. And then we went to bed around, I think, about 1. And I had originally wanted to get on the road by 8, and I knew that wasn't going to happen. So I set my alarm for 7:30, and I was actually on the road by 8:30. So I was pretty proud of myself. I stopped and got some Starbucks and got on the road, and I got home by, I want to say it was about 4:45, because I gained an hour, you know, coming home. So, and traffic was much better until I got to Chicago. Traffic still sucked in Chicago. And they have a lot of like travel plazas or service areas, they call them, but in both Indiana and Ohio that have, you know, where you can get gas, and then they have like a 7-Eleven where you can get like snacks and stuff. And then they all have little gift shops. So I bought some stuff for Ricky, since at that boutique where I bought my clothes, they didn't have anything for men. It was all like women's stuff. So on the way there, I got him some shot glasses. He wants shot glasses like from all 50 states. It's his thing. So whenever I travel for work, I've gotten him ones from Texas, New York, New Jersey, Kansas. Yeah, I can't remember where else, but he has quite a few. So I got him one from Ohio. It's a little dusty. I haven't washed them yet, but I liked that there's like this wave pattern in it. I just thought that was cute. I try to get him ones that look different. I don't like the ones where it's just like a picture of a state on it, you know, it looks like the map. Like I like to get him ones that look cool. And then I got him this one in Indiana, which I thought that was cool because it kind of looks like a whiskey bottle, and he's a big whiskey person. So it says Indiana established 1816, the Hoosier state. And same thing on both sides. And I think, yeah, this one just has the imprint on one side, but I love the wavy part on it. It just says the Buckeye State. They also had Michigan ones there because you're so close to the border when you're going through. But I thought that was cheating, so I didn't get him a Michigan one. And then he said, why not? So, and then on the way, I got those on the way there. On the way back, I stopped at another convenience store. I got a little tchotchke thing for my mom, which I already gave her because her birthday was that day. That's why I had to come back so early, because we were doing birthday dinner for my mom. But I got him this. It was filled with candy. He ate the candy already. But look at... It's called a punchy monkey, and he beats you up, and look at his little eyes are black and blue. I think it was like $3. I don't care. I bought it anyway. And then I got him a bug zapper, which is not pictured because it's probably outside somewhere. It looks like a tennis racket, and it's like an electric. He loves zapping bugs. He's weird. And then I just got him a flashlight. He also loves flashlights, probably because he sits outside and zaps bugs, and it's very bright. I don't want to blind you guys, and it just says Ohio State University. He's obsessed with the Ohio State University if we watch college football. So anyway, so that was that. The other thing I did or forgot, I always forget something every time I go somewhere. I left in the hotel. I had bought myself a little stuffed panda, and I left it in the room, and I thought about it when I was on the way. So when I stopped at one of the rest areas, or the service areas they call them, I messaged Cici, and I was like, can you please look at my panda if he's there? Can you take custody of him and just ship him back to me? I mean, it's like a Squishmallow, kind of like Hello Kitty, but small, only about this big. So it weighs nothing, so it shouldn't cost hardly anything to ship back. But it made me sad that I forgot him, so she's sending him back to me. So I had a wonderful time. It was such a short trip. I'll insert, like I said, some pictures that you guys can see all the shenanigans that we got into. There's pictures of Cici and Anne's shenanigans from Friday, but I doubt that she's going to want to share those from Friday evening when I was sleeping. Because I went to bed about 11:30 or 12 or something like that. Because I had a long day, but I think everybody had a really fun time. I'd love to do it again, and maybe meet somewhere a little bit closer to me, so that it's, more equidistant for both of us. And then maybe we can get some other YouTubers to come with, like Kim or Casey could come up. Mary could fly into Chicago to see her family, and then she could come. I mean, there's so many things we could do. So hopefully it wouldn't be this year, I don't think, because Cici's getting married in October. So anyway, I had a blast, and I love that girl, and it was so cool to see her in person. And I wish I would have got video of when I first saw her, but when I met her at the hotel, she was in the bar, and she probably wouldn't have wanted video of that because she had already had a couple of cocktails when I first got there. Because she's like, come into the bar and pick up your room key. And I was like, okay. She's like, hi. So like I said, by the time you saw our video, the Mask Money video the next day, we had 2 long days, so we were kind of mellow. It wasn't represented just how much fun we had. I don't think we seemed kind of low key, and it wasn't low key earlier in the day. So anyway, I had a blast. I love Cici. I love you guys for watching and listening to my ramble. Sorry, this video is kind of long, but I wanted to talk about my trip. Thank you so much, and I will see you on my next video. Bye-bye.